Lions are definitely, I think, a tier above, or at least in that same tier as the Ravens, in my mind.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
And
can run the ball.
And can run the ball. So it's
like the Ravens and like the Saints for sure.
right. So this is going to be a big test for that defense to see, like, was it all smoke and mirrors the last 2 games? Because we held each team to under 20 points, right?
20 under 20 points and under 50 for like each guy. They held to under 50 rushing yards and then like under 100 as a team.
Yeah, so I don't know if we
Great
will
defensive
see
matchups.
that against the Lions, but I do hope that they're able to play that bend, don't break style, keep a couple should-be touchdowns off the board. So
we just don't want to see 300 yards rushed against.
Yeah, exactly.
Make Jared Goff beat the Cowboys. So Jared Goff last game before the bye week, he went 16 for 16. Didn't throw an incompletion.
You got to worry about that.
You got to worry about that.
Motherfucker.
And that Ryan Gosling looking motherfucker. And that was in one of the most exciting games of the year. So put that in perspective. One of the most exciting games of the year, Monday night against the Seahawks, Jared Goff only had to throw 16 times. If your quarterback's only throwing 16 times and you're still putting up crazy points, you have a lot of playmakers, and more than likely you have a lot of playmakers running that damn rock, son.
Have a more formidable quarterback in Jared Goff versus someone like Fields. So like Justin Fields, you neutralize his run. He forces a lot of mistakes. They don't really have a wide receiver core. We're coming into the Lions who have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. So now you have some immediate receiving weapons, and then you have a decent run game between Jahmyr, Gibbs and Montgomery.
David Montgomery.
Which, I mean, I think Montgomery's
Sir David Montgomery.
Sir David Montgomery's been getting a few more reps than that.
I'm gonna switch to Cowboys defense now. Nickel, Lions, 3 wide receivers. And here we go.
Look at their offense. Their
Here we
offense
go.
looks nice.
Their offense they all drink water very, as collectively, they all make sure they're all drinking, except for Goff.
Their offensive line looks good, though. Their running back looks juicy.
They're pretty balanced.
They're balanced.
Yeah, they're definitely a balanced looking offensive team on PFF.
For listening viewers, what is that?
For listening
oxymoron?
viewers in the ears.
Yeah, for the people that are listening with their ears but watching with their eyes, we're looking at the PFF rankings, and they do a color scheme, and the Lions' offensive line and offense altogether looks very balanced.
Yeah, I'll go across the line. Decker, 15th ranked tackle. Glasgow, 26th ranked guard. Ragnow, 9th ranked center. Zettler, 6th ranked guard. And Sewell, 6th ranked right tackle.
They got some dudes.
Tackle. This may be one of the strongest offensive lines in the league
seen so far.
That we've seen in the league. This is the Detroit Lions 4 games. They beat the Rams 26-20 on Sunday Night Football, week 1. They lost to the Buccaneers 20-16 in week 2. In week 3, they beat the Cardinals 20-13, and then they had that awesome game against the Seahawks before their bye, 42-29. They won. So, except for Seahawks, the Lions have not scored more than 20 points in a game,
Which is interesting.
It is, because personally, I don't think Laporta's gotten going to his full potential, and that could just be because he's in his second season. Is that just like
Sophomore slump a little bit?
Sophomore slump.
Well, Brent Packer guy says Rams suck, Bucks not great, Cards suck, then the Seahawks, eh?
Well, and the Seahawks did lose to the Giants.
Let me just say, it's when I think about who the Lions are in my mind, and then I look at their schedule here, I'm surprised they haven't put more points on the board against the teams that they've played.
They haven't cracked that 30 burger.
They didn't. Well, they did against Seahawks.
Except for the Seahawks.
They had a 40 burger.
But
they had a 40
burger. But before that, didn't 20-16-20. So maybe the recipe to this is just let the Lions play, let the Lions coach, and he's not going to put enough points on the board.
It's a race to 20 by the looks of it. Can we see what the Cowboys defense looks like as far as color coding? Oof.
Not good.
Oh my gosh.
So the only
That's great.
the only two hydrated players on this board right now are Jordan Lewis,
Who's played great,
who's played great, 18th ranked cornerback, and Golston, 36th ranked edge rusher.
which that could be a little bit inflated because he's only played the one game.
Right, but he's got enough snaps, I guess, to get into the rankings. The two guys I want to look at here are Kendricks, and now Overshown is finally showing up as that linebacker. Before it was Clark. I think Overshown's definitely solidified himself.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good takeaway.
And
Overshown's kind of slotted himself in, which was bound to happen. Damone Clark just had not been doing much.
No, you're right, and it's about time. And this is the linebacker combo that I like to see. I think that it's a little underwhelming when you look at their scores here. 64.1 to 38th ranked for Kendricks, and then 61.1, 48th ranked for Overshown, 38th and 48th respectively. It feels, though, that they are definitely, the linebacker room is definitely much more improved in how they're performing on the field. So I'll take it. I'll
take this over LVE and Damone Clark any day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Kendricks and Schoen. Yeah,
like Kendricks, I'm sure in the game it sometimes seems like I don't see him, but then he's on the stat sheet. He is out there making tackles. He's been the top two guys with tackles. He's just a little bit slow. But I'd still rather see a slow linebacker making a play within the first 5 yards than LVE chasing a guy 20 yards downfield.
Well, I'm just pulling up the defensive player stats here so we can have a quick look, Ski, because it's really nice to see that. Holy fuck, Eric Kendricks already has 52 total tackles.
That's what in 5 games. He's averaging over 10 a game.
That is...
That's what I mean. He's been like the top guy every time we look at stats for tackles. So I don't really care what my eyeballs are seeing because he is making tackles.
Yeah.
Like that you can't dispute that. And he has 2 sacks. Like he is at 2 TFLs, 2 sacks. Like
he's on pace for over 150 tackles.
He's on pace for 170 right now. Right now he's averaging 10.2 a game.
Right.
So 10.2 times 17, that puts you at like 182 tackles in the season.
But then look at this. What if he finishes with let's just say this. I'm got 150 tackles, 6 sacks, 6 TFLs, 6 pass deflects, and 3 interceptions.
Oh yeah,
that's a fucking.
That's like a
pretty psycho season for a linebacker.
For sure it is. And we've wanted this linebacker that can make tackles, and he is. He's got 24. He has 24 solo tackles. The only guy that has more is DeMarvion Overshown with 25. So
which is awesome.
Which is insane. So like you look at DeMarvion Overshown's 37 total tackles. 2/3 of those are solo, which is massive.
Yeah. Which is almost just as
it's impressive.
Kendricks at 52, 37 total with 25 of those being
it's massive.
Solo tackles.
Well, you're right. Overshown has the most solo tackles on the team right now.
Which is you like to see that. Like I'd rather it's solo tackles are a big thing. You know what else is a big thing?
Oh, you get it.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
Crack 'em
so,
if you got 'em.
Crack 'em if you got 'em. Hey, crack 'em if you got 'em.
Brought to you by Drip. That's with 2 R's vodka hard seltzer.
2 R's and double the flavor.
2 R's and double the fun.
Double the fun.